Hello there. So I've entitled this Don't Know Where Home Is. Or the full sentence would be, So You Don't Know Where Home Is, ? Today I sense I should be talking about home, but not as you know it. So I wonder if you'll just spend a few minutes here with me. I think you might possibly find or identify a new home for you. Home can mean many things. Lots of people automatically think about a nice house, possibly a house they have, or for many, one that they aspire to, and tragically sometimes one they have lost. But maybe home is not necessarily a physical being, not necessarily a physical building in a geographical location. Could it be that for some periods of time that we need many homes? So a conventional home has physical safety, locked doors, somewhere you can sleep. You're familiar with it, it's comfortable, maybe an armchair or two, fire or warmth, and facilities like kitchen and bathroom and so on. But what about an alternative home? Could they be places of sanctuary, perhaps, renewal, a place where you're refreshed, inspired? I want to read you something. Just see if I can open up my computer. Listen to this. What does this mean to you? There are many versions of this, but this is entitled Home is Where Your Heart Is. There was a place in my hometown where I used to wander. Above the trees I saw a big black cloud of thunder. Summer rain in my face, like snowflakes falling from space. It was so beautiful. And then I passed the mountains. I went coast to coast and from star to star. That's how you learn just who you are. Home is where your heart is. Find where you belong. Start to take control. Show a little soul. Then you feel who you are. Home is where your heart is. Find where you belong. Start to take control. Show a little soul. Then you feel who you are. There was a time I couldn't see myself growing older. But then I went for a walk. When I came back, I was so much taller. Maybe try to find something I could be part of, but I decided to leave. And then I crossed the river. I went coast to coast and from star to star. But that's how you learn who you really are. But I leave you with a kiss. There's so much more than this when you know who you are. Oh, what you know, stop to think, start to feel, and then you'll heal. You've got to rise to the occasion. You've got to read between the lines. Then maybe you'll find who you are inside. When I look into your eyes, I feel what you feel. Come, take my hand. Let's go for a swim. But I leave you with a kiss. There's so much more than this when you know who you are. Well, I think that's hopeful. I found it very affectionate and warming. And it'll mean 1,000 different things to different people. So I'm not going to try and interpret it for you, but I hope it was lovely and you can look it up for yourself. But there's no one location that fits the conventional definition of a home. Maybe growing up, home was not a place of safety. Maybe your adult place is no longer yours. So it was home in adult life, but it's not home anymore. Maybe something what was home is now not home as it was. Could there be such a thing or a place as temporary home or homes? Could a visit to a friend offering unconditional welcome, could that offer us an insight as to the new meaning of home? Perhaps corresponding to the phrase, to feel at home, or I feel very much at home in such and such a situation, to feel comfortable, safe and welcomed. I think away from my physical home, I have found some temporary homes, places possibly without people, but safe, comfortable, inspiring, uplifting, and very likely beautiful. So very beautiful in a way that a conventional home is not and cannot be. A temporary home might be physically exposed to the elements, and in this way it contrasts with the conventional concept of home. But it can share many similarities, so it can be relaxing, a place where you want to be, a place that renews you, a place where your heart beats faster, but your mind slows and your inner being starts to regenerate. Whilst conventional homes are hard to come by, you can find renewal everywhere that you can see the sky, everywhere that you can see some flowers, everywhere that you can see a vista or a microcosm. Or shut your eyes, stand still and listen. And maybe this is home.